Hey guys, I'm going to show you how to use 3 indicators on the TradingView platform that I use every single day in my trading. It's how I develop the TrendCloud day trading system as well, and it's what the TrendCloud members use in the prop trading firm challenges, and it works very well. Now, these are 3 TradingView indicators that are located on any platform that you use for trading. Very specifically, the stochastic, which we're going to use as a cycle indicator, the MACD, which we'll use as a momentum filter, and then the CCI indicator or commodity channel index indicator, which was built for commodities, of course. And we're going to use that on our 1-hour chart. So the first one that we're going to get into is the stochastic. And this is a modified stochastic. I've got different values in here than the default stochastic because I'm using it as a cycle indicator. Now, why do we want to use this on our highest time frame? Well, we want to make sure that we take our trades when we're in the impulse phase of the trend. Okay, so how do we find out what's an impulse phase and what's a corrective phase? Here we have an uptrend. And this is part of my TrendCloud system. If you want that, just click the link in the bio and it will direct you over to the TrendCloud website where you can take a look at this stuff. This is a green 50 simple moving average, and that's where we're saying this is an uptrend. If you see a green 50 simple moving average, we're saying that's an uptrend. So take a look here. I'm just going to draw some lines here, okay? Right here is really where the 50 simple starts to curve back up and stop flashing from green to red. So we've got this sideways movement here. And then right here on the breakout, we've got this impulse move to the upside. So an impulse move is moving away from the moving average. A correction is pulling back towards the moving average. Okay, so we have impulse, correction. So if we're going long on our lower time frames, we want to make sure we're in this leg and not this leg. So the corrective move is where you're sitting on your hands on the lower time frames on your trigger chart, getting ready to take that trade. Then, as you can see on the cycle indicator, it's represented right here, that downward movement, okay, cycling down on your cycle indicator. As soon as it starts to hook back up and turn green, that's when we're back into the impulse phase. Now, this impulse phase just went slightly above that piece of structure there and then decided it was going to correct back down. Short correction. That's represented right here on the cycle indicator. So again, correction, impulse. Correction, impulse, right? So right here, we are impulsing to the upside, okay? And now look what we did. We broke structure right here with a good amount of force, didn't we? Now, you will get smaller corrections and impulses, correction, very small impulse here. It's going to show you every little nook and cranny of price action. So it's very useful to take that impulse phase when you see it on your cycle indicator, especially when it's at the very bottom of that stochastic moving up. So here we get an impulse to the upside, very small corrective move, and then it continues that impulse up, right? So correction, impulse. Again, you want to be on the side of that impulse movement on the high time frame when you take your lower time frame trades, okay? The second indicator we're going to look at is the MACD, okay? And that MACD we also put on our highest time frame. And we're going to use the MACD as a momentum filter. Now, these indicators are free on any trading platform. I use them with very specific values inside of the TrendCloud trading system, but these are totally free indicators that you can use on the TradingView platform for free. What are we doing with the momentum filter? Basically the same thing, okay? The momentum filter is going to be used as a confirmation entry signal. All right. That's why we're calling it a momentum filter. So anytime you see that you are cycling down and your momentum filter is also cycling down and red, that's going to give you another piece of information on your lower time frame that you're in the right direction. You always want to have trend and momentum going in the same direction across multiple time frames. That's what's going to increase your chances of winning trades and making more profits. So right here, you can see that we are making a move to the upside, right? Now we're in a downtrend here on the high time frame. And this cycle indicator is lined up with your momentum filter going in the same direction. So you are actually cycling up with momentum at your back. This would be considered a correction and then a break of structure right here. Okay. So the downtrend has been terminated, and you can see that represented by your cycle indicator and your momentum filter. So what happens next? Well, we pull all the way up to here, correction back down, and you can see all of this red, 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 with the exception of these small little impulse moves. And as you start to make the impulse again to the upside, break structure again, there's your cycle indicator pointing you in the upward direction, pointing to the upside, along with momentum to the upside as well. So during the making of this leg, we are going to be going long on our lower time frames. Okay. I want to keep this very simple so that you start to visualize this on your lower time frame. So whatever lower time frame you're using, put these two indicators on your highest time frame and make sure that they're in alignment with your trade on that lower time frame. Okay. Now let's go over, let's clear this chart, and let's go over to the middle time frame where we're going to use the CCI indicator. Okay. Going to click this little reset button here and reset the chart. Now, this is the trend cloud indicator that actually gives you signals to take. And as you can see, signal to the downside, big move down. Another signal to the downside, big move down. And then the signals start to fail here. And you can see when the candles turn ice blue, we're looking at an extended trend. We'll get into that in the master class if you decide to move forward with Trend Cloud, but it's a great way to show you extended trends so that you can start catching those trend reversals. But take a look at the CCI indicator and what this does. CCI indicator, you've got three lines. This green line here, which is positive 100. The red line is negative 100. And then you have this blue shaded area with a dotted line that shows a zero line. Okay. So the way this works is the middle time frame is what we use as the trend that's taking place right now. And what you want to do is you want to be able to take pullbacks into that intermediate time frame when CCI is giving you a strong reading. So here we have an uptrend that becomes extended. You can see those blue shaded candles there. And then a crossover. That's that black plus sign there on the trend cloud indicator. You get a crossover of the trend cloud to the downside. Candles turn red. And you can see that we've broken a bunch of structure right there. So now we're in a full downtrend. Look at how the move right here on your CCI indicator, as we broke structure, CCI went below negative 100. It actually went below negative 200. I added those lines on here in my CCI indicator that modified. So we're actually getting a very strong reading to the downside. If CCI is below negative 100, we're saying we have a very strong trend to the downside. If CCI has broken above positive 100, we're saying we have a strong trend to the upside. Okay. And we don't just look at one indicator, right? We're combining everything together into a trade plan that we've back tested and optimized, right? So this is the beginning phases of it all. So right here, we get a break of structure. CCI breaks below -100. Therefore, we're saying we have a strong downtrend. What does that mean? Well, why not take pullbacks into the trend cloud or whatever strategy you're using? Like if you're using supply and demand zones, maybe you're looking to have a pullback into a supply zone right up in here. So, how do you know that supply zone is going to hold? Well, you really don't know 100%, right? But you put the odds in your favor. You have a very strong edge when you take these pullbacks into your supply zones when you've got CCI breaking below that -100. Okay. In this case, it went below -200, which is even stronger. On the pullback into this supply zone, look at how the CCI indicator never breaks above +100. As long as it pulls back into that blue shaded area and doesn't break above +100, you are good to go on all of your supply zones. Okay. And that's exactly what it does here. So it pulls back. We never break above +100 and the trade works and we get an impulse down. Here we get a small pullback into the trend cloud. Never breaks above +100. In fact, it doesn't even go above the 0 line and makes a nice move down. Pulls back again and kind of goes sideways, right? Look at how it just goes sideways and hovers here right below the 0 line. Makes another move down and we are back below -100. It just stays below -100 right until we get to here, right? Right here breaks above +100, we would no longer be taking any supply zones or trend cloud signals after that. Okay. So right here is where everything ends. It does break back below -100, but it is short lived, right? It is short lived. And then we start breaking structure here. We go sideways, 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 boom, right there. We break a whole bunch of structure here. We get the trend cloud crossover to the upside, and then we start getting trend cloud signals to move up. All right. So right here breaks above +100. So on the pullback from here to here, we can take those signals. In fact, right here, it does break below -100. So we would negate that signal. We would not take that trend cloud signal. And look what happens. It goes sideways for a while, right? Until we break back above here, and then we just continue to go sideways. Okay. So filtering out your trades is much better than just taking any trade. We want to filter out our trades on that middle time frame with that CCI indicator. Okay. These signals ended up working out, but again, we have to be looking at all 3 time frames, right? So when you combine your 3 time frames now with cycle, momentum filter, and CCI indicator, you get a very powerful functioning system to trade with. Okay, so let's take a look here and find a trade. In fact, we're in a trade right now, okay, on the micro Russell, and that's working out very well. We're almost at our 2-to-1. I took 12 contracts on that micro Russell. This was a trend cloud signal all the way back here. Here's your trend cloud signal, entered the trade. There's your stop loss. Trend cloud even puts the stop loss on there for you, and we get the move down. So we're logging that trade right now for our prop trading firm challenge. Okay. If you can't get profitable in your own simulator, how are you going to be profitable in somebody else's simulator when you're taking a prop trading firm challenge? Okay. You have to pass like 3 or 4 challenges before they fund you. And so that's what we practice here in the Trend Cloud membership area. Okay. So again, if you want access to that and you want to trade and practice with us, by all means, you can practice with us for free. Just sign up and you can practice with us for free and take a prop trading challenge every 2 weeks. And then we go over the results. So jump into the private Facebook group, Trend Cloud Trading. And again, click the link in the bio and I will be sure to send you all the information on the rules. So this is awesome. So we're almost going to hit that 2-to-1 entry there. Let's take a look at why we took this trend cloud signal, okay? Downtrend on the 15-minute chart, downtrend on the 1-hour chart, okay? And we also had a downtrend we were cycling down on that daily chart, but we're actually, the trend is still up, okay? Let's put trend cloud on all time frames here. So the daily chart is showing an upward trend, but look at where we are on that cycle indicator. It is correcting down into this demand zone here. Let's make that green. And you can see that right here, okay, on your high time frame. So we've got two downtrends. Momentum is below -100. We're cycling down and momentum is down on the highest time frame. You take that trend cloud signal all day long, okay? So you can see how it really puts the odds in your favor and gives you a solid edge in your trading, okay? So that's it for now, guys. I don't want this video to get too long, but that is how you would combine cycles with momentum and the CCI indicator on that middle time frame. If you like this video, guys, hit thumbs up and subscribe so that you can get more of these videos. I do lots of videos on how to use the TradingView platform and also, of course, how to use a solid trade plan like Trend Cloud to pass your prop trading firm challenges. Thanks, guys. I'll see you in the next video.